Okay, let's try this again. I started filming like an hour ago. Both my batteries were dying, so I had to charge them. They're full. I'm ready to go. Excuse my robe. It's like super bright, but I'm too lazy to get up and take it down. So today I am here with a chit chat get ready with me for you guys. I have, oh my god, it's so big I can barely lift it up. I have these new Morphe brushes that they sent me yesterday, but I am going to test these out today for the first time. I am so excited. I've been showing you guys on Snapchat, but some of these little brushes just have my heart. I am going to do a full review on them, but today we're going to test them out for the first time, and I'm excited. So as far as makeup goes, I'm just gonna do a very traditional look for me. The look that I'm doing has been so requested. I didn't want to do it because I feel like it's similar to looks that I've done in the past, but I posted a video a while ago and I had an eye look that I did with this Naked Smokey palette, and it was like the simplest eye look. I didn't think it was anything that special, but I honestly have had requests to do that look every day since I posted that video, so I felt I should do it for you guys. It's probably been the most requested makeup look that I've ever had, so I'm going to show you guys how I did it. It's very, very simple. So for primer, I don't really have a new one, so I'm just going to use my Nivea, and I'm going to use my Smashbox, my Skindinavia primer spray. So I'm going to go in first with this. Oh, I guess I should mention my hair. I mean, you guys can see it, but if you follow me on Snapchat and Instagram, you have already seen this, but just in case you haven't, I was feeling like a design, so I got me a design. My mom hasn't seen it yet. She's probably on her way up here. Yeah, she'll be up here in about an hour, and she will not like it. I can guarantee you that. So now I'm going in with the Nivea. I just take a small amount like that, and I just put it everywhere. This is like the best primer, and it's like $4 at the drugstore. For foundation, I wanted to use something different. Now I did get the Kojendo Aqua foundation. I ended up taking it back. I don't know, it was expensive. It was $62, and it just didn't make my skin look that good. I don't know, I just wasn't in love with it, and I think my skin was a little bit too oily for it, so I ended up returning it. So today I'm going to use the Makeup Forever stick. This is the Ultra HD Invisible Cover Stick Foundation. I have the shade 128, which is Y415 in the new like numbering category. Okay, we'll go with it. So I'm just going to take this, and did I do everything? Yes, I primed. We're ready to go. Okay, so I just take this and I just make like little lines. This might be a little bit dark. I try not to take too much on my forehead because that's where I have little crinkles. So I just do it like that, a little bit down my neck. Actually, a lot of it down my neck. And I'm going to go in today, I was going to use my beauty blender. I'll do half with a beauty blender and half with one of these new Makeup GEEK Morphe brushes. Oh, you guys. I'm going to use the E54. It's just like a big flat top kabuki. So I'll do half with the beauty blender, and we'll see which we like better. I do like this foundation. I do feel like it's a little bit heavy. I like it for filming. It looks really good on camera. I don't know that I would really wear it every day because it's a little bit much for me for every day, but it all depends on how much coverage you like. Okay, so half with the beauty blender, and I'll do, like I said, the other half with this guy. I think I'll get better coverage with the brush. Dang, this brush is giant. Yeah, you definitely get better coverage with a brush. That's usually how it is though for most foundations. I can't do like around my tragus, and I always feel like I have this like white spot. Who is texting my ass? So for concealer, I do have a new one to try out. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Concealer. Do you see a trend here? This is not sponsored. I actually have a lot of shades, but the two that I think might work for me are Y23 and Y31. So I don't know which one I want to use. I feel like 23 is a little too light. I might have to mix them together. That's 23. Whoa, that baby's light. Let's try 31. 31. I think I might go with, actually, I think I'm going to mix them together. That's a good idea. Yep, together they look pretty good. So that's what we're going to go with. Okay, let me zoom you guys a little bit. We're so far. Okay, so I'm just going to put this on with my finger. I will blend it eventually with, oh my god, that is so much coverage. Holy shit. That's probably all I need. Just blend this out a little bit. Wow, I definitely got way too much because this is like hella coverage. A little bit down my nose, a little bit on my forehead, my chin. Now we gotta cover up the melasma. What brush do I want to use? You know what, I'm gonna start out with this little guy. This is the E57. It's like a smaller version of a traditional foundation brush, which I usually don't like these, but I think it might work for this job. If not, we'll switch to another one. This is some serious coverage. I've heard really good things about this concealer though. Sorry if you can hear Emma. I've yelled at her numerous times. Okay, I'm not loving this brush for this job. So, I'm going to use my trusty little Morphe G2 brush just because I know that I love this one, so I feel like it's not going to alter my opinion of the concealer. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't blame it on the brush if I end up not liking it. I'm going to take a little bit more on my lid just to kind of get that primed. Ooh, that is nice. It blended out really nice for as, not thick as it felt, but it feels like really heavy coverage. But it blends out to like nothing, but it gives you nice coverage. Ooh, Makeup Forever always does. Does it right. Like, see how easy that blends out? Nice, and that shade is perfect for me. So I'm going to take my Nars crystal powder and I'm going to use the Morphe E49 brush. This is going to be perfect for setting the under eyes. This is probably my favorite brush. I've already talked about it on Snapchat like 5 times. I just feel like it's the perfect size. Yep, it is the perfect size. And you can like get right in that inner corner because it's a little bit tapered. I like that. So I got 2 of these new Sephora retractable brow pencils. They're supposed to be waterproof. They're supposed to be really good. I've heard from a few of my subscribers. So I got soft charcoal and midnight brown. I honestly don't know which one I'm going to use. I'm just going to use midnight brown just because I think it's going to work. What a reason. Okay, let's do these. Okay, so let's try this bad boy out. It is so tiny. Like, look how teeny tiny. And it has a very weird spoolie. It's like a little comb. I don't know what Emma does with that dang Minecraft. She's like obsessed with Minecraft. She loves it. She's really good at it too. Oh, this is nice. I like the consistency of it because it's not too pigmented. Sometimes with brow products, I just spit. They are too pigmented and you do it and you get this like harsh line. That's never good. This is a little bit waxy, which is nice. The color seems pretty good. Might be a little bit too brown for me, but that's okay. Yeah, I do really, really like this product. So I'm gonna go off camera and finish my brows, and I'll give you guys like my final thought on this when I get back. Why does my left eyebrow always want to F with me? Like, why can't it just cooperate? Anyway, this little Sephora pencil is amazing. I mean, really, really good. The only thing I don't like is the spoolie. It's terrible. Because when you're doing your brows, you're like I'm involved. Like, I am totally invested in the brows when I'm doing them. So you don't want to have to make sure that you have your little comb pointing the right way. You just want to flip your pencil and comb it out. With this, the combs are only on one side, so you have to make sure it's this way and not, you know what I mean? So that's a little bit of a pain in the ass, but the actual product itself is really good. I mean, really good. I'm very, very impressed with this, even though my left brow wants me dead. Okay, so starting out with the eyes, I am going to take Combust, which is this gorgeous shade. I told you guys before that this is like my new favorite crease shade. I use this pretty much every day, no matter what eye look I'm doing, and I'm going to use an E40 from Sigma. And I'm just going to take this and I'm going to run it all through my crease. My crease, my crease, my crease. I didn't even do my hair today. Hopefully that's okay. Alright, running that through the crease. I'm telling you guys, this look is so easy. And it's similar to looks I've done before, which is why I was hesitant to do it. But the people have spoken and the people want it, so I'm going to do it for you. And then I'm going to take the shade High, which is this first shade. It's so pretty because when you look at it, you think it's gold, but then when you put it on your eye, it kind of has a cool tone to it. It's really, really pretty. And I just put it on my finger, and I put this on like the inner half of my lid. This is like my go-to eye look recently. It's so simple. And it's quick, and it looks like you put effort into yourself. And then I'm going to take, I'll use this LNY brush. It's dirty, but that's okay. And I'm going to take the shade Radar. It's so pretty. And I put this on the outer half. And I will pull it up into the crease a little bit. What is that? There was something on my brush. So up into the crease, on the outer half, and I just push it inward. I like this look because it doesn't have to be perfect. It can be kind of messy, and the messier it is, I think the nicer it looks. I like messy eyes. I think they look sexy. And then I'm going to go into Whiskey. Oh, I almost dropped the palette. I'm going to use this same brush, or no, you know what, I'm not. I'm going to switch to, I've been loving this guy. This is the Morphe E18. It's like a really fat pencil brush, and I'm going to take Whiskey right on the tip of the brush, and I almost like press this right into my crease, just to get some of that darkness, and then I'll go in with another brush and blend it out. I'm just gonna grab a Morphe E23, just a fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna blend. And you can keep doing that until it's as light or as dark as you want it to be. And that is pretty much the eye look, you guys, other than the lower lash line. Like, it's so stinking easy, but I think it looks pretty. Okay, so for the lower lash line, I'm going to take my E36 from Morphe, I almost said Sigma, and I'm going to take Radar. And I'm going to put this all over the outer part of my lid. I love this shade. It's so pretty. You know what? I'm going to spice this up a little bit. I'm going to take MAC Vanilla Pigment. This little baby. What brush do I want to use? I'm going to use my E21. That's the one I always use on my inner corner. I'm going to get it wet with a little bit of Fix Plus. And I'm going to go into this vanilla pigment. And I'm going to put this on my inner corner. It'll just add a little spice. And I'm also going to put it on the lower lash line, like on the inner part. This is so pretty. Like, look how bright that is. Are you dying? Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of Black Market with an angled brush, and I'm just going to press this on my lower lash line. Lower lash line on my upper lash line. What the heck? Oh, Nicole. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit of Nylon on my brow bone. So pretty. There's jacked up brow over here. Okay, so eyes are done. Now for the rest of my face, I have some new products that I have been loving. So I ordered this little palette from Sephora. Let me grab it. It's under my table. Little guy, you ordered the Z palette for $50 and then you pick 4 Sephora brand powders. I just put them over here because they fit better. So the 4 on top are the 4 that I picked. Let me see the names. This one is, does it not have the name? I'll put them down below for you guys. The names are not on the back, but I got 2 contour shades. Look how gray that one is. I've been mixing them and it's just perfect. And then I got these 2 blushes and I've been mixing them as well. And I love all 4 of them a lot. Do you think I could contour? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to try contouring with the E53. So I'm going to dip into my 2 powders and I just literally go back and forth. Could you even see that? I just go back and forth between the 2. And I'm going to contour. What is that? Get off of me. I don't worry too much about blending it out because when I go in and warm things up, I kind of blend it out then, if that makes sense. Take a little bit on my temples. Oh, this brush is so soft. And I'm going to take a little bit on my jawline. So I'm going to take a fluffier brush. I'll use this guy, the E51. It's kind of angled. And I'm just going to go into this more brown shade just to warm the face up a little bit. This is just how I like to do it. You can do it however you like. And I'm going to take a little bit more down my neck so that everything matches. This shade is just gorgeous. Okay, I am going to bake. I'm going to use my Laura Mercier as I always do. And this new Morphe E55. Oh, I got to get some powder out. That is not going to work. Okay, let's bake. Get a crap ton of powder on your brush. I love baking, but I get it everywhere. And I take mine in pretty far. Okay, so I'm going to wipe this away and I'm going to use the Morphe E52. Ooh, this is so soft. So I'm going to go back into that brush that I used to contour. I'm just going to wipe it off a little bit, the E53, and I'm going to use this for blush. And I'm going to dip into both of these pretty little ladies. Oh my god, I totally just remembered that I wanted to use Do I have powder all over me that I wanted to use the Sephora blush palette that I got? I'll use the highlighter from it because it totally slipped my mind. Is that not delicious? Delicious. Okay, so I'm going to use this highlighter. It is gorgeous. I have not yet worn it on my face, but I've swatched it about 65 times. I'm going to use the Morphe E46 brush to highlight. I think that'll work. Ooh, that is so pretty. It's like a pink tone. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, I can work with that. I can work with that. I don't love this brush for highlighting. It's a little bit too dense, but I think this would be good for, what would you use this for? I don't know. We'll talk about it more in my review. I'm going to switch over to my Anastasia brush. I just had it. Am I going crazy? Okay, I'm going to use my Anastasia A23 brush. It's a little bit fluffier, and I feel like, I don't know, I just like it better for highlighting. This is hella pink. That is like super pink. So I'm going to mix in just a little bit of MAC Oh Darling, just so it's not quite so pink, because with my skin tone that looks a little bit crazy. But if you're fair skinned, the highlighter in here is phenomenal. Like you just saw how, look at that. That is intense and gorgeous. I just need to mix a little gold with it because it's a little much for me. And I'm just going to take a fluffy brush. I'll use this guy, the E59. I'm trying to use as many brushes as I can, and I'm just going to blend this out a little bit, because that is intense as balls. Okay, what lip do I want to wear? I kind of want to do a brown. This is Brooklyn from OFRA. I don't know. What do you guys think? It's really dark though. It might be really pretty. Let's try it out. Let's live on the edge. I'm going to line my lips with BFF3 from ColourPop. All right, let's give it a go. Oh, this is pretty. I haven't tried this one yet. This lipstick is gorgeous. It's so dark, but it is so pretty. I am seriously loving this right now. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of Fix Plus. This is what I've been using to set my makeup just because, I don't know, it makes everything just like come together. It is magic, seriously. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do have a super out there, like a blinged out New Year's Eve look coming. It's a collab with one of my friends, and one of us is doing like silver and one of us is doing gold, so it's going to be super, super good. I'm excited for you guys to see that. So, I love you guys. I hope you all have a good weekend, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Okay, let's do this. Do you hear that? Country living. Just random gunshots. You better not shoot my deer. Ugh, no. It's a good day. It's a good day. It's a good day. Okay, so I really hope you that shit came out of nowhere. Damn you. This lip is giving me life. It's giving me life. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. I like that Makeup Forever concealer. It looks pretty good. I mean, you could, you know, like purple, red, whatever you guys like, that's what you can do, obviously. Why do I need to tell people? You don't. Shut up, babe. Let them do what they want. You guys already know I love the OFA. I'm so mad that I forgot to use those. Look how pretty it is. Like, it's as big as my head, but this shit is magnificent. Why don't I use the word magnificent more often? I'm gonna start. shit right now. And one of my subscribers thought in one of my posts that I put up that I said, do you bamboo? And then I was like, I'm gonna start saying that. So instead of do you boo boo, it's do you bamboo. Psh, you better say. These brushes are amazing! Thank you, Morphe, for being amazing and making more amazing brushes. It's amazing. I would like to thank the word amazing for being so amazing. Morphe brushes are life-changing. Every single one. Like, why you gotta be so good, Morphe? One! I couldn't get the brush out, so I was like, Listen up, Girl Scouts. This is not the time or the place, okay? We'll talk about that shit later. It's just a mullet. You act like you're talking about some life-changing incident. I don't want to talk about my mullet today, okay? Honor that wish. Respect it. Respect the mullet. You get it, Topi. Stop trying to show off your hair, but doesn't that just make everything better? It's like, oh, this bitch is basic, and then it's like, oh no, she